Alright, here we go at the beginning of video 37. Hopefully, this is a big pile and we'll get through it fast. We begin with Emma, Season 1. And I've actually not seen any of this, which is unusual for this pile. A lot of this stuff in the pile is stuff that I've already watched. So, the fact that we would begin with something that I haven't seen yet is kind of unusual, but it's what was at the bottom of the pile, so I guess I don't complain. Then we also have Emma Season 2. Shouldn't be a surprise, right? I mean, even if I haven't seen it, at this point in the collection, we're getting to where I can keep up on new releases. That way, even if I do later decide I want to watch Emma, I don't have to worry about the fact of whether or not I have it because I made sure to get it then. Seems smart enough, I guess. Maria watches over Season 1, which I watched a little bit of. And this, even though I've got the rest of it, I think, yeah. It seemed okay. It was just, I don't know, strange. Yeah, I know it's a little inconsistent there, but oh well. Next up, case closed. This is Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and Season 5. And I think this is all Funimation has released on their box sets. But, oh well, as long as it keeps coming out, that's great, because I've enjoyed it. I mean, you kind of have to not expect much in terms of story out of it, of course. Then we have this double featurette. 2 movies, I think. Whoops. I think they were pretty entertaining. I mean, like really long Conan episodes, but, you know, it's more of the same good formula, I guess. Alright, here's a series I'm glad to say that I'm collecting after they've started doing it right. One Piece. This is Season 1 First Voyage, Season 1 Second Voyage, Season 1 Third Voyage, and Season 1 Fourth Voyage, which finishes Season 1 if I'm not mistaken. I've also got this One Piece movie, but I was under the impression that maybe there were more. Like this was a kind of a later in the series movie, so I haven't gotten a chance to watch this yet. That's unfortunate. Next up, we have an interesting series, Toward the Terra. This series was actually based upon an old movie based upon a manga, I think. So if you hear that, I guess it's fair to say that if you're wondering where to begin, I can't really tell you whether to begin with the manga or not, but I really do suggest starting with the series. You know, watching the series instead of the movie. I mean, they don't cover everything exactly the same, but for the most part, they're the same story. Just a different, a little bit at the end. But the movie, you can tell while watching it that there's just a lot of information they had to cut out. But, you know, it's still interesting to watch it, even after watching the series, you know, just to see what all was different between the two. Now, assuming that, anyways, I like the series better than the movie. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just, I don't know. Then we get up to Ghost in the Shell, as well as Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence. And, of course, you need Ghost in the Shell standalone complex if you're going to have Ghost in the Shell stuff. I think this was an enjoyable series, but all I particularly remember enjoying was the Tachikomas. It's hard to remember much what else happened, including their own description in the anime of what exactly a standalone complex is. Which, given that there's multiple seasons, well, I guess maybe only 2 seasons and a kind of mini OVA or something or the other. 3-episode OVA, I think, was that one, or is that a movie? I don't know, I'm babbling. Probably a little bit of overheating, but for standalone complex second gig, the first two are in these nifty metal cases. But the other 5 are normal plastic DVD releases, which is maybe a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. It's fine by me. And then, of course, you finish off with a standalone complex solid state society in the metal tin. I think it's missing a soundtrack, though. Oh well, that's the unfortunate part of buying used. Sometimes it's not all there. I don't regret it, because it's mostly the content I want anyways. Let me see. Next up we have the Goku-sen. This was an entertaining series. Yeah. SD Gundam Force, which I don't think is everything, which is unfortunate. Too Hard. I think there's a lot more than just this one season, or this one series, so I hope more of it comes out. It was a cute anime. I can kind of see why some of these characters would be reused or referenced in other anime or whatever. But it was nice. And then, of course, here's Aria the animation. So I guess it wasn't Aria Natural that was the one I watched. It was this one. I think this is the first one, right? Because this one is actually in this pile, which means I sorted it. And the reason the other ones aren't here is because I intend to watch those and then put them in this pile. But then again, this pile's already so big that I don't think I can do that. Next up we have Ghost Hunt Parts 1 and 2. I really enjoyed this series too. I like good scary anime. And while this one didn't really scare me, I guess, you know, actually parts of it really creeped me out. I really liked that about this series. It was all overall strange, but yeah, I thought it was a good series. Oh, here's another good series. Ouran High School Host Club. Yeah. Enjoyed this one, too. Got to watch it with that friend of mine again. The one I keep talking about. Oh yeah, and these are part of the second box, which I don't remember if I showed y'all or not. But yeah, that's all of that. I guess we're making okay time. Getting close to finished. Just a couple more to go. Then we have The Familiar of Zero. And this, even though it has 3 individual DVDs in it, like they were going to do a bunch of individual releases, this was only sold as a single box, I guess. Ushio and Terra. This was an interesting little anime. Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha. This was cool. Although, I don't know why. I'm wondering if it's because I already know everything that'll happen. Why I didn't enjoy rewatching the DVD. And the dub, what can I say? I just liked the Japanese dub too much to enjoy the English one. And then, of course, there's Lyrical Nanoha's. This one, of course, is always cool. Oh, look. These are very front to back. Worthwhile looking at, I guess. And we're getting low on time, but last one is Strain. And this was a neat anime. Especially like their concept of time dilation. It was more realistic. Huh. Strange. Alright, that's the end of this one. It's time to go on to hopefully the